What time is that? Why do you time until what time? But then. Yeah, they use. That's
John, good, all set? If you're able to, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Please stay standing so we can remember those who passed away. Charles Lanahan, Grace Ella Furman, Francis Sovak, Ray Butler, Rita Grace Kittner, Elizabeth Jean Smith Wilitsky, Catherine Bishop. Thank you. Roll call: Johnny Frost here, John Gaveras present, Samantha Ellis present, Bill Brown here, and I am present. Fire exits in the event of an emergency, please use the fire escape behind us. Do not go down the stairs or take the elevator. Right on cue, please silence your cell phone. Correspondence?
Nothing for tonight.
Petitioners, now is the time that anyone in the audience or on Zoom can address the board with anything. Anyone from the office, I'm sorry, from the public that would like to address. Sir, yes.
Okay, you don't mind if I sit here, I
It's
don't
okay.
understand very well. My name is Robert Coombs, and I live on a Bromwoods Road.
Sorry.
Okay. We have an issue, a pretty big one, actually. The town several years ago put up weight limit signs on both ends of the road, but they're not legitimate. And we've got all these big trucks coming up there, and you cannot get around them unless you go out in the dirt. And what we want you to do is make those signs legitimate so the state police can help. We already talked to the state police truck unit, and they said, you know, if you make those signs legitimate, we can help you. Otherwise, you know, they just do traffic stuff, you know. We can make the trucks and get out. And a couple of years ago, we had an accident on our property. This guy was coming up the road, driving a car, brushing his teeth, and distracted. He got into a rut, went right off the road and ran right into a tree on my property and demolished his car. But fortunately, he didn't get hurt. Now, this is some of the stuff that happens up there. We almost had a disaster a few years ago where I was standing in my front yard and a bus came by. The speed was 35 miles an hour and he was going faster than that. But when he went by, it was a camp bus, you know, and I looked in the window and there's all these kids standing up in there. This is not a strap hanger bus. Now, the problem with that is he was going too fast and he went around that blind turn. And I think just as he started to cross that turn, he saw someone around the corner and he jammed the brakes on. And all those kids ended up on the floor. And I could hear him screaming. And I thought, oh, there's a car over there, you know? And he sat there for about 30 seconds while whoever was over there backed up and made room. So he proceeded on after about 30 seconds, slowly. And what I see coming around that turn, another bus. They almost head on. And that would have been a really bad disaster. There were a lot of kids involved in that. And stuff like this is happening. And now, at this point, we've got big trucks coming through there, big dump trucks pulling excavators, and you can't get around them on that road. What we want you to do is make those signs legitimate.
Did the troopers happen to say what the difference between a legitimate and an illegitimate sign
Those
are?
signs have to be put there by the state.
Those states, so the state.
Yeah, they have to be certified, you know? And that's what we're asking you to do. And
Him and I have talked.
yeah, and you told me they shouldn't even be on Birchall Road because Birchall's even a narrower road. And We can't,
He wants to try to create a truck route.
well,
That's what he would like the board to try to, he wants a truck route, like. But it's problematic because they're building up by you.
right,
There's construction, and like I told you, I can't tell them that they can't use the road. They can use the road. The weight limit's not enforceable because it's never been, that's not, the speed limit is 35 miles an hour.
yeah. But
And like I told you, I can't enforce the speed limit. And I can't just tell somebody with their dump truck, they can't come up and down the road. Cause if they have to make deliveries, you're gonna have an oil truck, you're gonna have a plow truck.
I can understand
You know what
legitimate
I'm saying?
vehicles being there, you know, like utilities and fuel trucks and stuff that service homes and stuff, that's acceptable. But these
Well-
guys don't have to be there. They could have just gone all the way up Birchall's to hit Briggs Highway.
Yeah, well, some of it's from the camp that's on Briggs Highway, not the camp, but
I know that, but,
Lee's Egg Farm's old place right there.
right,
You know what I'm talking about?
yes, I do.
Yep.
And, but the problem is that we came off of 52 once on the Birchall, and we almost got clobbered by a bus. Cause that blind turn there is completely blind. There's a rock wall in the middle of it.
Mhm.
Now, you can't see around it, and that guy was speeding with a bunch of children in it. And we almost got hit head on. And we need some types of preventive, measures to deal with this. Because every last one of my neighbors has almost been hit by it.
Right, but like I spoke to you about it, if I tell them they'll go down your road, now I'm sending them down somebody else's road. And then I have the same problem on Synagogue Road and Town Road,
Right,
cause
but
they're building down on Wiener.
my point to this is if you just make those weight limit signs legitimate, the state police can deal with it, and you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because I had a long talk to the state police truck unit, and they told me, right now, we can't do anything other than enforce the laws, like speeding or something like that. But if the signs are legitimate, they can weigh those trucks, they can make them go around the block, so to speak.
Do you have someone at the state office we can ask about?
I've been speaking.
State certified
I've been speaking to the same head of the DOT that he's speaking.
Okay.
It's, in any signage with the state, you're like a year.
I'm not worried about time frame as long as it ends up being legitimate.
But my resolution to you is where do I send the truck?
I was thinking about that.
So I send it down Birchall, or I send them all the way up Briggs Highway, cause the same trucks that come by your house come by my house, cause I live on Briggs Highway. You know that.
Yeah, I do. But, one of the things that I did see is that the buses came out of the camp and went down Briggs Highway.
Oh.
And what's the name of that little road that goes off before you get to the bottom?
Hacienda.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen them go through there too.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a tiny road.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of them that are tiny,
Well, that's not the point. The point is we're trying to find a solution to where nobody gets hurt.
okay.
And we've almost been killed a number of times.
Well, a little solution would be that the turn that you live on. If we eliminated them bushes, you could see through the turn.
It's not just bushes, there's trees there too.
All right, so it sounds like you have the signs.
Him and I
Start the process?
Well, he's looking for a resolution. He wants to mandate like, and I've looked into this, truck route. And like I've discussed with him, like a gentleman, where do you want me to send the trucks?
Yeah,
Building new houses.
he's right, because we've been on many of those roads up there and there's no place to send a truck route. Now, if you follow Briggs Highway all the way up, it's gonna hit, I forget what the name of that road is. You gotta make a left and it goes down towards, what's that road you were talking about?
Town and Seneca.
Yeah, Synagogue Road, yeah. And that goes out to 52, but that's also a narrow.
Well, most of your complaints is because of the camp bus.
Yeah, but
They're the same camp buses they're all through our township and with the same problem.
I know, but
Mhm.
something has to give here. And, you know, it's a really bad problem. Because all my neighbors and us have almost been killed by it. You know, they come through my road at least 4 times a day. They start at 9 o'clock in the morning and end at midnight. And,
You're talking a camp bus.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we also have big dump trucks, like yesterday I saw a big dump truck pulling an excavator on that road. I know where it's going, yeah, it's going to that work site that you were talking about, but the bottom line here is if somebody gets killed, something's gotta give. And they're reckless, holy crap, I've been filming traffic every July and August for 5 years. I've got thousands of videos and pictures that I can prove everything that I'm saying.
So what we can do to help with compliance and enforcement would be signage. So it sounds like,
Yeah, that's all I'm asking for.
I hear you. So, we'll stay on, we'll go where Tony reached out to. And now that we know about it, we can follow up and help where we can too.
Well, like I said, I can prove everything.
We're not doubting you one bit, sir.
And I'm gonna do it again this year.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming down and, I'll follow up about the state certified signs and learn more myself.
That's all I'm asking for is just to make those signs legitimate.
Understood.
Thank you.
Johnny, anybody on Zoom?
No one on Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah, I know who it was. Just on the bottom there anyway.
Hi, I'm Amelia Souza. I'm here on behalf of Troop Impact 28 to thank the board. On Saturday, April 18th, a group of 20 scouts, cubs, and adult leaders participated in a cleanup at the O&W Rail Trail. Together, we collected half a ton of trash on a stretch of trail spanning from the prison to the entry gate on Sewer Plant Road. We are so truly grateful for the board's help in providing trash bags and for picking up and disposing of what we were able to collect.
Well, we owe you the thank you and gratitude. So thank you very much. And we created, we had because of that, certificate of recognition on behalf of the town Wawarsing board. In honor of your volunteerism of our rail trail cleanup, we hereby present Troop Impact 28 with the certificate of recognition for your high standards of excellence and support to your community. Mary, I don't know if you want to get a group picture. What do you want to do? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're both.
Oh.
We're both there.
Come on up here.
Yeah.
Or you want to come around?
We'll put leaders in that, kids up front.
Yeah, we can come straight from
Thank you
here.
very much for getting out there.
Okay,
Those tired, because how easy we're dragging a lot of us.
Very.
Yeah, that,
From the center, man.
Thanks, Chris.
We gotta get that. I think that's the
And Pack 28, I dug this out of the history books in my world. I am an alumni. You're looking at the 1992 Derby champion.
Oh, very
I
nice.
know. So I'm with you guys. I'm an alumni. Later.
Then if you get some kind of resolution, can you contact me? Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay.
Do you have any other? Yes, hey, Mary.
Members of the town of Wawarsing board, my name is Mary Souza, I'm Cub Master of Allendale's Cub Scout Pack 28. As you know, through the support of Allendale United Methodist Church, our pack has a proud tradition of teaching Allendale's youth a program of character development, citizenship, personal fitness, and leadership since 1942. In recent years, especially as a result of COVID, our program has suffered a decline in membership, and we're working hard to add events and experiences that bring youth together around the ideals of Cub Scouting and the love of the outdoors. We've been looking into trying to plan a family camp out on Friday, June 19th, 2026. But as I've attempted to try to find a campground or facility, cost and distance consistently become a barrier to a lot of our families. Our committee chair, John Stanforth, advised me that in the past, Pack 28 has been able to use Lippman Park for a family camp out. The idea behind the event is to allow Cubs and their families who may be new to camping to come out for one overnight to a well-known local park, learn how to set up a tent, play games, share meals, and build memories that will help to deepen their bonds with each other and their connection to the pack and to their local community. I reached out a couple of years ago when we had first had this idea to our town clerk, and they advised us that the program would need board approval as it's a special circumstance. I'm requesting that the board please allow PAC 28 to utilize the wonderful local resource we have in Littman Park for this worthwhile event. We are insured through our local council. All Cubs would be supervised by parents and guardians at all times, and trained scout leadership would be on hand at all times as well. I greatly appreciate your consideration in this matter and would be happy to answer any further questions that you or other board members may have. Mr. John Stanforth is also another really good resource because he's done this kind of thing in the past as well. So,
Do you have a date in mind?
we have been looking at calendars and we thought the best thing we could find at this point was Friday, June 19th. But we would be open to looking at other dates throughout the summer if that was not a possibility, if it was not an option.
Mary, could you send a copy of that request or just?
I'm emailing it back.
I was gonna ask you, other Mary. But never mind.
Saturday morning.
You have multiple copies of that?
Yep, I do. For anybody that needs that. Thank you so much.
That would just.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mary. Are any of the members of the public here to address the board for anything?
If you could maybe just kind of an outline of what the process would be, so we'll consider it, and we'd have to put it onto our next agenda in order to make a motion to approve it, so we'll.
Yeah,
I
yes.
love the idea.
Thank you for the consideration.
Thank you again for cleaning up. Superintendent Pace told us all the work you did, and thank you.
We had a real good time. We actually enjoyed ourselves. We collected a lot of tires. Thank you to New York Truck
You can
Parts.
see the tires that we.
Yeah, New York Truck Parts disposed of, was it
25 tires.
25 tires in addition. So,
Wow.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
thank you
I
guys.
didn't know that, it's right on it.
John, you want to ask my line, Johnny, to make sure?
Yes, and no one's on, so I.
Okay.
Hold on.
Is there any concerns?
None.
Okay,
Thank you guys.
thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Have a good night. Yeah. Number one, we do not have any budget modifications. Get a motion to approve account bills as audited.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to accept the minutes from the April 8th, April 9th, April 16th, and April 27th meeting. Move 3 through 6. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I get a motion to approve the payment of rental order 287706 in the amount of $700 to Nikon Co. For the rental of 18 portable radios and rack chargers for the use of our summer camp. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to approve the hiring of the following Camp Strong Gun Summer programs. I'll read them. Milsa Cruz Melendez, custodial. Adriana Williams, part-time nurse. Jessica Morales, part-time nurse. Joanna Neville, rec aide. Sebastian.
I don't understand what we're doing.
We're hiring these people.
Well, it says on a motion
Yes.
by Councilman.
No, that.
So Johnny has to make the motion, I have to second.
No, when I sent them to Sydney, she copy and pasted what I had sent her. That's all.
Okay.
Sebastian Ortiz, rec aide. Ian DeMarco, rec aide, flag football.
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve the following recreation department trips with bus transportation from Camp 2026 to the following location. Kelder Farms with the rain date, the Castle Fun Center, Hudson Valley Renegades, Splashdown Beach, and the Splashdown Beach rain date.
So moved.
All in favor?
Discussion? Sure. So unfortunately, sort of just here, and I texted her about this. I just want to get clarity on the cost. It seems weird that the one that's closer is more money for transportation. So just if we could postpone this and come back to it.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Just don't remind me, so.
Yeah,
Forget.
keep an eye.
Get a motion to approve the closure of Airport Road on July 3rd from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. to celebrate the 4th of July festivities.
Make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Again, that's in recognition of the weekend festivities that will be going on to celebrate our 250th anniversary.
Doesn't have no financial. There's no payments either.
Okay. Definitely, please spread the word, come down and support. The 4th of July committee has done an incredible job fundraising, various grants in our area, up to the county level. All sorts of, donations, contributions, sponsorships. So it's a very unique event, obviously, as well.
No, sorry.
Okay,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye. Back to the line.
No, sorry to put you on the spot, but the pricing for Kelder Farm and the pricing for Castle Fun, it's more expensive to go to Kelder Farm than Goshen.
And Splashdown too.
I'm sorry,
And Splashdown too.
and Splashdown.
Because the amount of kids,
The amount of kids is different.
but it's the, I think they're talking about the transportation,
Transportation,
not the cost for the.
number 9.
We were just surprised that Kelder was 966, but Castle Fun was 942, considering the same question. Any insight?
Hmm,
We can table it for now.
yeah, you can table
Yeah,
it.
let's do that, please.
I'll
Thank
make
you.
motion.
Yeah.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Number 11, motion to, we approve the quote of $200 per month from United for the replacement of our handicap portable restroom at Lippman Park.
Motion.
Second.
Just quick discussion, this is replacing our current porta potty, which has seen better days for those who have never been to Lippman Park. This will be a weekly cleaning as well instead of a monthly, and we will have a functioning door. So I know, I'm very excited about this. Kudos to Bill Brown for doing a lot of the research on local companies, what they can provide, so we can
It's also a new vendor.
new vendor as well. Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to authorize supervisor to execute the intermunicipal agreement between the town of Wawarsing and Ellenville Central School District regarding the reconstruction of work at school pool.
You skip one, you skip
Oh,
2.
12 and 13.
I'm sorry.
Finish 14.
In accordance with funding by the New York State Swims Grant.
Motion. I'll make a motion, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
That is the next step in the swims grant process between the school and the town, for those following along. The school is well underway with the track and field. You can walk the dike and check it out. Just the progress from a safe vantage point. This is our portion of it, which is the school, the bathhouse, and the pavilion area. What are we calling it up top? Where the onesie bill?
Yeah.
The pavilion area at the top. Number 12, sorry, everybody. Motion to authorize Charles Deschamps to attend the New York State Magistrates Association 2026 Annual Conference on Sunday, September 27th, 2026, through Wednesday, September 30th, 2026, at the Crown Plaza, Desmond. Cost not to exceed $1,442. All in favor?
Aye.
13, motion to authorize the town clerk to advertise a request for qualifications, engineering services for the Delaware and Hudson Canal, Ontario and Western Rail Trail, Ford Moore Road to 4455.
I'll second it, but discussion.
Yep.
So first of all, thank you to Supervisor Speckler, who was able to get a meeting with the Department of Transportation as well as Ulster County Transportation. They really helped us understand this is a legacy project that has had funding since 2008. And we are in desperate need of moving this along in order to retain that funding. The Department of Transportation was very helpful in recommending how we leverage the existing funds that we have to get to a shovel-ready project as soon as possible. And this is that first step in it. So I want to thank the supervisor for jumping on this opportunity to continue to improve our parks and trails in our community and ensure that we don't lose out on some much needed funding to get that done. So thank you.
Thank you, Johnny. And two things to add. One, this is a critical piece for those who are familiar with the rail trail. This connects, Kerhonkson to Ellenville. Secondly, I'd like to thank Barry Medbox and his team for their engineer work they did and provided for us for quite a number of years and getting us positioned now for the best foot forward. So thank you to him and his team.
So, which motion since I discussed or no?
All in favor?
Aye.
I did 14. 15, get a motion to authorize the supervisor to execute a month-to-month lease agreement with Richard Miller at the Joseph Y. Resnick Airport for storage of a helicopter until such time as a hangar is completed.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to amend the fees associated with miscellaneous permits, cost to be set at a rate of $15 per $1,000.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to table number 17.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to approve the following recreational aides: Victoria Bonnets, Roxanne Ross, Robert Asa, Josiah Diaz, Antonella Silva.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to approve the hiring of Roshan Nettles for the municipal kitchen staff helper at a position pay at $15.75 an hour.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sorry, does that need a start date on that technically? No? Okay.
Get a motion to approve the payment application number 9 in the amount of $48,416.75 to be paid to J Squared Construction.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to approve the change order number 2 in the amount of $6,038. Stone Creek Electric LLC for the improvements at the Kerhonkson wastewater treatment facility, redundant package, activated sludge and clarifier unit, contact TWA 221E, relocate the new control panel.
So moved. Second.
Discussion, they are moving the panel from the proposed site that was approved to a more conducive site that's out of the way, out of the elements, and easier for the team to work around. This also is a weatherized with heating and cooling inside, so it can withstand the elements. All in favor?
Aye.
Get a motion to approve change order number 4 in the amount of $9,000 to J Squared Construction Corp. For improvements of Kerhonkson wastewater treatment facility, redundant package activated sludge and clarifier unit, TWA 221G, escalation of cost due to installation of new plug valve.
Make a motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Back to
Thank
22.
you, Miss 22.
Yeah.
I'm all over tonight, I'm sorry. Problem is I make notes throughout, I gotta stop doing them. Get a motion to approve change order number 3, the amount of $15,365, Stone Creek Electric LLC for improvements at the Kerhonkson wastewater treatment facility, redundant package activated sludge and clarifier unit, contract TWA 221E, escalation of material and labor costs due to delay in project award, plus the addition of post-bid BAA requirements.
Make a motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
24. A motion to approve change order number 5 in the amount of $1,965 to J Squared Construction Corp. For the improvements at the Kerhonkson wastewater treatment facility, redundant package activated sludge and clarifier unit, contract TWA 221G, escalation cost due to builders risk policy renewal requirements.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We can go back to municipalities trips. She actually, messaged me the exact number, so. On 9 for Keldish Farm, it's actually $483.21 per bus, and there's 2 buses.
4123.
$483.21 per bus, and there's 2 buses, and it's for 5 hours. The next one for 942, it's $471.43, and it's 3 hours. It goes by the hours that we're renting the bus.
Understood.
3 hours, so it's 2 buses. 471.43 for each bus, and there's 2 buses, so it's still the 942. So the reason that she's getting these numbers is because it goes by hourly rate versus the timing of the bus.
Zach, I'll email it to you.
Okay,
Thank you very much, I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you, that's right.
thank you for the clarifications.
Okay. We'll go back to number 9, the board. Here to take action now, we got the clarity, okay. Got a motion to approve number 9.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, I have no motions, I guess not. Pace? Nothing? Nothing at all? Nothing at all. LeBron?
Thanks to the highway department for picking up all the trash that the scouts had accumulated along the rail trail. Recreation, the hiring is nearly complete. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind the public that Lippman Park does not allow dogs. This will be continued to be enforced, and anyone with a dog there will be asked to leave the park. And if anybody's been there lately, you'll see signs up that says no fishing in the pond, and the reason for that is that it was just stocked for the event at the end of the month. So there's nothing wrong with the water or anything else, it's just that saving the fish for the event coming up at the end of the month. Airport, the fuel master equipment is in need of repair. We've reached out to a company. Hopefully, we're gonna have that repaired shortly so we can resume selling fuel. And we're working on the repair of the streetlights on Main Street in Napanock, which were damaged during the winter. Hopefully that will be resolved shortly. And remind everyone that budget season will be coming up soon, and as everyone knows, there's a lot of costs that have escalated throughout the year, so it's going to be a very tough budget season, and keep that in mind.
A couple of things. One, I had said earlier to the highway department, and you mentioned that Todd Booth is the one that helped as well with his team and park rangers. After the event of the Easter egg hunt, which is a great job, by the way, sorry, Nisadi, you did a wonderful job. Community came out, thanks to the help people on the 402. Nisadi had it running great, and it was good to see everybody there and having a good time, and the weather was perfect. Yes, so that, thank you. But I want to get back to the highway part. Thank you. All the garbage was picked up. Todd did a great job. So did your park rangers. I had mentioned that the Ellenville Co-op goes on Earth Day to go clean up, and we went in the rain with the kids to go pick up, and there wasn't as much, hardly any garbage they had to pick up because you guys did such a great job. So thank you on that. Back to recreation department. If you don't know anybody who's a lifeguard, lifeguards are needed, and we need lifeguards, especially if we're gonna make it work for the summer with the kids to use the pool. The other thing I want to share is, sorry, there's a lot of happening right now. Meet the candidate for the school. There's school candidates on the NAACP on May 14th at 6 p.m. at the library is holding Meet the Candidate Night. For all 5 people are going to be there who are running. It's a great time to get involved, and for young children who you want to replace on the board or still be on the board. So it's a good time to go to that. That's gonna be a good event. And that's really, we got going on that I have, sorry.
Speaking of cleanups, there was a cleanup on Saturday in the village here, went quite well. There was actually a lot of volunteers, enough where we were able to go in a lot of different directions. And it's just, it's always amazing to see the types of garbage that you find in the yards. You know, I guess our sort of rule of thumb as we're going along is if you can reach it from the sidewalk, you grab it. And there's things that just you shake your head, how did it even get there, kind of thing. But it was a good event, but it sparked a question in my mind as to why we don't do it other places. So I'm starting the discussion with the Napanock Public Interest Group. I'd like to see if they would be the sponsoring group and move it to Napanock and do one in there, and then potentially move it to Cohaston also and do one in the downtown areas there. I know Ellenville's easier because it's a, downtown closely densely populated area, so I think the Napanock downtown would be easy to do, and so would the Cohaston area around Main Street. So I'd like to see us working towards that. When I reach out to that group, I don't know if there's an equivalent Cohaston group, but we could probably work that out. It was mentioned before, but July 3rd is our, we're calling it a block party, Red, White, and Boom at the Joseph Wawarsing Airport, 5 to 9 p.m. It is shaping up to be a big event, a lot of different things going on. You'll see a lot more press about it, hopefully the next few weeks. We're also going to have a commemorative newspaper coming out that'll be distributed for free in multiple locations throughout the town. So just keep an eye out for that. And just a reminder, I know people think because it's been raining and it's getting, better, burning is still banned right now. There was almost a fire, fortunately it was caught quickly, and it did not spread, but there is still a burn ban in effect until at least the 15th, if it's not extended longer. So just a reminder.
Thanks, John. Parks and Trails, the Parks Commission still has a Wawarsing position open, if anyone is interested. Say it again and again until we fill it. I had the opportunity to join the Rethink Route 17 Alliance at a meeting that was held for elected officials and the Department of Transportation for New York State. For our region, I think region 8, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 7 and 8. And so the good news is that based on that conversation, the Department of Transportation did speak up and say that there was a lot of good information shared for them to think about in terms of where they're spending this $1.4 billion at potentially widening Route 17. And I think one of the things that I noticed on the call was that there were a lot of municipalities represented that are along Route 17, Chester, Goshen, Middletown. And not a lot of municipalities that rely on Route 17 as a means of access from southern counties and from folks who live south of us. So it was a good conversation to talk about how can transportation be improved and different transportation modalities be improved that also, span beyond Route 17. And so there are several programs that the Rethink Route 17 Alliance plans to hold over the next couple of months that hopefully they'll come to Wawarsing and have a presentation here as well with the community to listen to. But there's other actions that they're taking with the Build Gateway Coalition, as well as the Weston Hudson Transit Study that hopefully we'll be able to get involved in and have a voice in those studies as well. John mentioned the community cleanup that he neglected to share that he was responsible for bringing a lot of that, or all of that trash to the transfer station. So thank you so much for doing that. It's TJ.
TJ, he brought up the truck.
Okay, great. And TJ, we did have 25 volunteers, which was great. This is again a combination of the Recreation Department, the Ellenville Central School District, Student Council, Coffee, and a bunch of other organizations. So thank you to those who went out. 26 bags of garbage, recycling and garbage were collected in total. So thank you. A couple of other quick things on events. The Shamongan Garden Club is holding a plant sale on Mother's Day weekend on May 9th, right at the Hunt Memorial Building. Great opportunity to go get some plants and bring them to beautify your home. The NAACP is holding the 33rd annual Thurgood Marshall Breakfast at the junior senior cafeteria. $25 in advance or $30 at the door. And speaking of more trash, Ken Posner, who is, I don't know, you might know him as the Barefoot Runner. He was running the state trail that leads up just past the bridge on 52 on your way up towards Craigsmore from Ellenville. He identified or found a bunch of trash that had been deposited kind of at that trailhead there. He's leading the community trash cleanup on May 30th at the Route 52 state trail entrance. It's kind of top of the Nutley area. I'm gonna describe that
The
anyway.
lower entrance or the parking area?
The lower entrance that's like right on 52.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
just
thank you.
over Spencer.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you to Ken for organizing that to get that trash cleaned up. And then the last thing I have is on May 24th, the organization Juniper Together, which is the community wellness center that's behind Morning Sunshine. They are working with the church that's across the street on Clinton. I think it's the other one.
7 days back.
Yeah, the Adventist Church. They're creating a community garden, and that garden is going to be installed on May 24th. They are looking for specific items like rakes and shovels to be donated, wood to be donated. There's a whole list of things if you look up juniper.together online. They'll have a list of what they're looking to be donated. Of course, cash donations also welcome, and they'll purchase the items that they need to. But if you're interested in helping them build the raised beds or go and put some plants in the garden, May 24th, starting at 11 o'clock, there will be a community meal that they will host as well once the gardens are installed. And I think that's everything for me. Oh, sorry, one last thing. The farmers market, the Ellenville Farmers Market is launching on June 5th, Friday, June 5th, so just about a month away. It will go from June 5th until October 3rd, every Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 11 Market Street, which is the empty lot right in downtown Ellenville, corner of Center and Market. So hopefully we'll see you there. Tons of local produce vendors will be there. SNAP will be accepted. Fresh Connect checks, which double your SNAP power, will also be available for those who are using their SNAP benefits to purchase food. That's it.
Thanks, John. Yeah, lots of local events. I've got some more for everybody. Kudos to the Cragsmore Firehouse. This past Sunday, they had their pancake breakfast. Phenomenal as always. Upcoming event, I see Solange in the audience. Relic the Wind is May 17th, Monday, the Sunday after Mother's Day. 10:30 will be the adult race, and we actually are partnering back up with the nursery school for having a run like the Breeze, how it was for many, many years together. John, you're not asked to organize the kids, so I took care of that, buddy. Thank you. I know you're volunteer. But it's nice to have a whole parking lot will be activated for business as usual with the adult races, but 2/3 of it will be available for the kids. And been in connection with Ashley from the nursery school, and glad we were able to come make this come together somewhat last minute, but we'll make it work. The Wawarsing Water District, people who created it put their project in the New York Metropolitan Chapter of American Public Works Association, and we won. So Wawarsing Water District won last year. So I got that dropped off today from our Labella team who oversaw the creation and implementation of it. So nice feather for our cap. Career fair, Nosari and I will be at the Ellenville High School tomorrow from 9:30-ish to 1:30 for the career fair to talk to high schoolers about municipal government. And also, we'll have plenty of candy too. So we figured that would be a good way to attract kids. We're excited to showcase, and we're both Ellenville alumni, so we think we could maybe we resonate with one person, right? Easter egg covered that. Amazing job, you and your team. And I know John was on the grill. I've been there before. It's luckily it wasn't 95 degrees. The weather was nice, and you had a temp, I believe. So good for you. You know,
You were, well, you were,
it's the pavilion house.
he wasn't under the.
That's what it was.
I get yelled at, turned into a lobster at the end, and I got yelled at, I'm sorry.
That happens to me too sometimes. This past Saturday, I went out to Spring Glen. for my Meet the Supervisor Day. Bill Brown was with me for the first half, so appreciate him. Met a handful of people as people were going to the post office, so it worked out that way. And I met a new person, Jennifer, from Napanock, who came over just to chat and wanted to learn more to get involved. It was great. So yeah, I take away from that. June is work in progress, but I'll announce it and I'll do a better job of announcing it and promoting it sooner than later. So my apologies for not promoting this as early in April as I wanted to for May. There's a youth expo at Lippman Park. It is the 13th of June. Jackie, I'm scrambling for my note. Yeah, June 13th from 9 a.m. till 12. All sorts of anything outdoors related will be there. The Kerhonkson Sidewalks project, we were asked just for another letter from us. That is moving along. Reminder to the public, for those who aren't familiar, everything about the project is online, specifically the map of it. Feel free to contact myself or Jackie at the town clerk's office for any other questions or details. Like Bill Brown said, budget season is upon us. We have our budget meeting next week with our accountant, and we're going to do some things internally to strategize to get out as far ahead of it and start making changes now. When we can develop good habits, make tougher decisions, but just start the conversation. And we're going to include the public at our at our May 21st meeting and workshop. Probably the workshop will spend more time on it because we're able to just talk about what we do know and what we're learning. And again, just it's part of the process before the process starts. For the sports fans out there, the Knicks are rolling. Please support the Knicks up 2-0. And I'll end on this. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there this Sunday. We get a motion to adjourn. We need to go into executive session, not to reconvene for litigation. A second. Can I get a second? Two.
Second. Senator Baker.
Aye. Thank you.
We're ready to go.